Tennessee picked up the commit of a 5-star wide receiver that is a top 2 player at his position, and he's not number 2.
You are Locked On Vols, your daily podcast on the Tennessee Volunteers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey everybody, a little bonus content on a Thursday. Well, breaking news, especially in the recruiting world, calls for that as Tennessee gets the commitment flipped from LSU in 5-star Tristen Keys. I'm Eric Cain, your host of Locked On Vols. Again, we already had a Thursday show. Got a Friday show coming up in the morning. I think the squad show is going to be released at some point today as well. So it's a busy day here on the audio channel and the YouTube channel here for Locked On Vols. But I couldn't. I got a Rivalry Thursday game here tonight, so it's not like I could sit here and do some things this evening. But I really could not go without making a short video, we'll call it 15, 16 minutes or so, talking about what this means for Tennessee. Tennessee gets the commit, earns the commit, a flip from LSU, and 5-star wide receiver Tristen Keys. Rivals, high on Tristen Keys. Number 15 in the country, number 1 wide receiver, number 1 from the state. According to the Rivals industry rankings, 7th ranked prospect nationally, a top 10 prospect, number 1 ranked wide receiver, and number 1 ranked player from the state of Mississippi. 4th overall by 247, 10th overall by ESPN. Any way you want to spin it, Tristen Keys is one of the best prospects in the entire country at any position, offense or defense, in the 2026 class, and Tennessee has locked in his commitment. Now, again, nothing's official. I said locked in, right? Nothing's ever official until those fax papers come in, until National Signing Day. You better believe LSU and some other teams are seriously going to be continuing to try and get Keys to flip again or whatever, but this has been a long simmering burn. It's been a slow burn, but it's been simmering here, and it's gotten hotter and hotter the last couple of weeks. He's been committed to Syracuse since early March, whatever. Yeah, March 19th, mid-March. And there's been talk about Tennessee the entire time. And I think for this, it's relationships. Kelsey Pope has done a heck of a job the last couple of cycles in bringing in some of this top talent. Mike Matthews, a 5-star wide receiver, commits a couple cycles ago. Rodarius Jackson was a really, really good find. He ended up being a 4-star, but a really good eval there. Travis Smith was a top 100 player. Celesi Moa, an athlete, one of the best athletes in the country in this class, going to play wide receiver. I think Legend Bay, though, is a nice little toy, and we'll talk about more of this class in a moment, that Tennessee could use on the offense side of the football. But, again, he is in this wide receiver class. Cain, one of the best wide receivers in this class, and now Tristen Keys. And, Kelsey Pope, phenomenal job on the trail. And he actually spoke about that a couple of weeks ago about how he's gone about his role as being a recruiter for Tennessee and how he's evolved in that regard. And he said, hey, you just got to be truthful, man. I mean, the families, the players, they can see through the BS. They can see through it. So you got to share the wins with them. You got to share the losses with them too. You got to be real and upfront. And that's kind of the approach that he's taken in his recruitment. And boy, has it been paying off. Tristen Keys, 5-star from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. 6'2.5", 185 pounds. Again, top player at his position in the country, and he's not number 2, or top 2 player at his position in the country, and he's not number 2, 5-star, and you look at just what he can bring to Tennessee's class, and it can be an awful lot. Look at some of his stats from his junior campaign. He caught 58 passes. He had 1,275 yards receiving. He had 14 touchdowns. He played in the Under Armour All-American game in January. Of course, Tennessee gained the flip from LSU, but he also was in consideration for Alabama, Ole Miss, Miami, and Texas A&M. So Tristen Keys, the big news here on a Thursday, committing to the University of Tennessee, and boy, oh boy, does this make this class even that much more fun. It's why, I'll get to this class here in a moment, but wrapping up this short segment 1, if you want to call it the bonus show, Tennessee was in on a couple of 5-stars for quite some time. 5-star Tristen Keys, who was already committed somewhere but trying to flip him, which they did here on a Thursday, and Savion Hyder, who was the number 1 ranked running back in the class and a top 15 player overall. And the question was always can Tennessee only get one? Can Tennessee only afford one? No, Tennessee was in position to where Tennessee could and would and absolutely tried to get both of those guys in the class. But we often said if you could only have one, which one would it be? And sure, it's easy to kind of sit here after Hyder committed to Michigan last week, and Keys certainly flipped to Tennessee here today. It's easy to sit here and say, oh, well, I would rather have Keys the whole time. Hyder, who cares? But how many times on this show, and I mean no disrespect to any of the running backs, especially Dylan Sampson, a phenomenal year last year, Jalen Wright in 2023, Jabari Small through his career in 2022 specifically. I think Jabari Small had like 24 touchdowns in 2023. How many times, I mean no disrespecting those running backs, but how many times have I said Tennessee under Josh Heupel has proven they can run the football with anybody? They have proven. They did it with Jabari Small and Tyron Evans in 2021, Jabari Small and Jalen Wright in 2022, Jalen Wright, Jabari Small, Dylan Sampson in 2023, Dylan Sampson, Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis 2024. And this year they're going to do it with Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis, and Star Thomas in 2025. Tennessee has proven it can run the football with anybody. Tennessee has never had a stretch in program history. Okay, this is a program that is top 10, that is ranked in the top 10 all-time in wins. Never had a 4-year run, no pun intended, in the history of the program where Tennessee has rushed for more than 2,500 yards consecutively in 4 straight seasons. That has happened under Josh Heupel. So if I could only have one of the 2 5-stars, one of the 2 top players at each position, I would have preferred for Tennessee to have Tristen Keys and not Savion Hyder. That's the way it worked out, right? You would take Savion Hyder and not apologize for it and say, heck yeah. Could you even think about, getting a prospect of this caliber in this offense? What are the possibilities? Again, I'm not saying I don't want him, right? Like if you're a Tennessee fan, you actually wanted Savion Hyder, but if you could only have, and it was never it was never a one or the other. It was just it's something fun that fans can talk about. It was if you could only have one, which one would it be? And my pick would have been Tristen Keys. And so I think it worked out well for Tennessee because, Tennessee proves that it can run the football with anybody. What can you do with a high-level 5-star wide receiver prospect? Hopefully Mike Matthews can answer that question this year, right? Hopefully Mike Matthews can be there and say, okay, look at me. Look what you can do if you go out and get a blue chip or 5-star wide receiver. Or look at these numbers I just put up. Hopefully we see that happening. So anyway, big day for Tennessee. Tristen Keys officially flips from LSU to Tennessee, and boy, does Kelsey Pope deserve a job well done for that one, man. He has been hotter than a hiccup on the recruiting trail, and we'll look at this class overall. And could this class be the best recruiting class for Josh Heupel here at Tennessee? I don't know. We'll discuss when we come back right here on your bonus Locked On Vols Thursday afternoon. Hey, Locked On Vols fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FOOTBALL and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You can make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas that you already need. At first, I thought it was too good to be true, but it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just for making their daily commutes. And you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, an e-gift card, Amazon, or other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app now by using the limited promo code FOOTBALL for a limited time 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FOOTBALL. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for full terms and condition. So big shout out to Upside and a big shout out here to SupplyHouse. When the opening whistle blows on a new repair, get your crew moving forward with SupplyHouse. Order today and see parts on your doorstep tomorrow. Over 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, electrical items from the most trusted brands in the business. Their real-time inventory and honest lead times keep you from punting on projects, while their new industry-leading customer service always has your back, your blind side covered. Need parts fast for a project? SupplyHouse has the next day delivery. Talk about a game changer. The Part Finder tools and 3D schematics can save you hours on the job, where every detail truly matters. Their trade master perks like priority shipping and dedicated support make the whole process smoother. Join the free Trade Master program today and score serious perks like priority shipping, lower prices, and dedicated support line. Visit supplyhouse.com to sign up for a free and use that promo code SHCollege5 for 5% off your first order. That's SHCollege5 for 5% off your first order. SupplyHouse.com. Real people, real service. College football is back, and I couldn't be more excited. The tailgates, the rivalries, the energy in the stands. There's just nothing like it, but let's be real. Sometimes getting the tickets actually feels like more of a battle than the game itself. Endless queues, hidden fees, prices jumping at checkout. That's why I use Gametime, and you should too. It's the app that gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the easiest way to score last-minute tickets at the best prices with no surprise fees, and you see right there what you're going to pay. I pulled up Gametime, and in just a couple of taps, I saw amazing deals. I'm talking about your favorite college football games for as low as $25. The app made it super simple. I could even see the exact view from my seat before buying. So take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets today with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, put in that redeem code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go download Gametime today. Hey, welcome back to a little bonus content. Locked On Vols here on a Thursday. Tennessee gains the commit of 5-star wide receiver and number 1 player at his position. That is Tristen Keys. Big, exciting days, and should give you even more feelings, more amped up excitement, more energy for Saturday's kickoff against Syracuse. And of course, we'll have a show tomorrow morning, getting into it, previewing, talking storylines, all that, and more with Boogie Bentley. That's coming up onto tomorrow's Locked On Vols on a Friday morning. Look at this class now, man. I mean, Tennessee now has 24 commits. Tennessee now has two Rivals industry 5-stars. Tennessee now has, 4 wide receivers? There's a lot of top-end talent in this class. So you got Tristen Keys, and he is considered a Rivals industry ranking 7th overall in the country. So Tennessee now has the 7th-ranked player in the country, the 11th-ranked player in the country, the 46th ranked player in the country in Celeste Moa, the 58th ranked player in the country in Joel Wyatt, the 94th ranked player in the country in Braden Rouse, the 96th ranked player in the country in TJ White, and those are all the Rivals industry rankings top 100 players. So let's count them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Rivals industry top 100 prospects now with the addition of Tristen Keys. Tennessee now has the number 1 ranked wide receiver in the class, the 3rd ranked quarterback in the class, the 2nd ranked athlete in the class, the 4th ranked athlete in the class, the 6th ranked linebacker in the class, the 7th ranked linebacker in the class, so on and so forth. I mean, Tennessee, again, has done a phenomenal job here at the top. And again, let's look at the wide receivers in this class now. Again, Tristen Keys, who Tennessee gains a commit from, 6'2.5", 185 pounds, 5 stars across the board. Rivals industry ranking 5-star, 7th overall in the country, number 1 wide receiver, number 1 from the state of Mississippi. You look at Tennessee and how they're going to use this wide receiver room, and it is, lost the tab I was on, Celeste Moa, who's an athlete, but will play wide receiver here at Tennessee, 6'2", 175, 4-star again, number 2 athlete, number 1 out of Utah, and number 46 in the country. Tennessee's also going to have Tyreek King, who Rivals has been high on this entire time. Rivals specifically has Tyreek King at number 60 overall in the country. They've been high on him from the get-go. He stands in at 6 foot, 170 pounds. Again, I'm going to go watch him play high school football tonight. That's our TV game. I'm pumped about that. 4-star, 128th Rivals industry ranking, 16th at his position, 4th in the state of Tennessee. So you've got Tyreek King, you've got Tristen Keys, you've got Celeste Moa, and then, who else is going to be in that wide receiver room? How about a guy by the name of Legend Bay that is a top 300 prospect overall by Rivals, 4-star, plays quarterback in high school, but he's more of an athlete, right? He's kind of a gadget, like a toy, and I think that he could translate very, very well in the slot position here at Tennessee, 5'9", 170 pounds. So I'm excited about what Kelsey Pope has done here at wide receiver. I think Kelsey Pope has done a sensational job at wide receiver in this class. I think Glenn Ellerbe has done a sensational job on the offensive line in this class. And 2 big-time flips here in the last couple of weeks, right? You have Kamari Blair flipping from South Carolina to Tennessee. You have Tristen Keys flipping from LSU to Tennessee. And a lot of top-end talent for this class. I think it could be one of Tennessee's best classes under Josh Heupel. Tennessee now with 24 commits overall in the class. Sure, there are still some other targets, still some other flip candidates. We'll see what Hezekiah Harris, if he's going to end up staying with Auburn or if he'll flip to Tennessee or another school. I know he's got a final decision coming up. Tristan Givens, Tennessee very much wants him. Of course, A&M is got the commit there right now. We'll see if Tennessee circles back around and takes a running back at the high school level. We'll see if Tennessee takes a tight end. at this level as well. There could be some flip candidates. So I don't think the class is over, but again, 24 commits already, and the last one is the biggest one so far. Faizon Brandon is probably still the biggest one, but Tristen Keys and that duo right there. I mean, how does this affect quarterback? Well, quarterback is going to come into Tennessee. A 5-star quarterback is going to have a 5-star wide receiver. Endless possibilities. Those two guys, the numbers they can put up, the scheme they can put up with Josh Heupel coaching them. Man, this could make this offense really, really desirable for years to come. So Faizon, 5-star quarterback, gets his 5-star wide receiver in Tristen Keys, and Tennessee Volunteers just continue to do a great job here in the class of 2026. So the big news here on a Thursday, Tristen Keys, number 1 wide receiver in the class, 5-star ranked player, Rivals industry ranking number 7 overall, has committed, flipping from LSU, committing to Tennessee. All right, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us here. A little bonus content on a Thursday, Friday morning. Boogie Bentley, we'll talk Tennessee Syracuse. We'll get you set for the season opener in Atlanta, Georgia. So much going on right now. Appreciate a subscription. Appreciate a download of these episodes. Anywhere you get your podcast, we are completely free. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, all that and more. You've got YouTube, of course. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get these videos in front of more and more Tennessee fans. If you're new to the show, if you're just finding us in the algorithm, hope you enjoyed it. We do this every single day. Locked On Vols, about 33 minutes every single day, every single weekday. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so now. It's no better time than right now here as football season is beginning. I'm Eric Cain. Appreciate you guys for being here. We will talk again tomorrow morning. What a day for Tennessee. Flipping 5-star, number 1 ranked wide receiver Tristen Keys from LSU, now in favor of the Big Orange.